Hey guys, my name is Will. I'm the designer and founder of Collectishelf. I'm a lifelong fan and collector. When I was growing up, if it said Star Wars anywhere on it, I had to buy it. And one of the things that I think back growing up that always bugged me was I always really enjoyed displaying my collection, but it was always, kind of a hassle. I had to get creative with, layering things and stacking things and whatnot. But the reality is, as a collector, as a fan, I was proud to have these things in my home. And so I wanted to display them proudly too. What I've done over the last couple of years now is I've talked to collectors, and I realized that I wasn't alone in, this idea of wanting a nice way to display what I collect. But I also found out that, shelving for collectors and for fans wasn't really accessible. There's cardboard options that are, flimsy or cheap. There's really expensive glass cabinets that, most people can't afford. And then there's a lot of making do, buying bat boxes and little shelves meant for photos and frames and whatnot from a Walmart or a Target. So I wanted to create something specifically for us, for the fans, for collectors. And so I did. I created Collectishelf. Collectishelf is a simple, affordable, and sturdy shelf that fits most popular collectibles. I spent the last year really trying to figure this out. I went through various prototype iterations, and I landed on something that I really like. It's ABS mold injected plastic, which is the same material and process as Lego, so it's really sturdy. To test this, I would actually go ahead and construct Collectishelf, which is really easy. It's just two legs and a shelf, and it's a nice snug fit. And I'll do it like this. It's 18 inches wide and 7 inches tall, so it displays a lot at once. And that's it. That's simple. And I would, push down on that. And obviously this is a flat surface, so the legs are sliding as I push. But how often are you going to be sitting there pushing on your shelf? But that's it. And one thing I really love about these is they're modular. As a lifelong fan, I would often think about, my collection would grow, and so I wanted the ability to add more shelves as it grew. At New York Comic Con, we had these stacked 8 high and in the middle of a table, and it was just fine. And so each shelf comes with these little metal pegs that allows you to put them in the legs at the top here, and that allows you to stack the legs one on top of each other. You can get creative. You can kind of brick them out, where if you have a base of 3 across, you can go 1, 2, 3, and then go as high as you want. Usually, Collectishelf won't be sitting in the middle of a table. It'll be kind of like this in the background here, where it's against a wall and on a flat surface. Yeah, so I just wanted a chance to tell you a little bit about my story, a little bit about all the year of prototyping and going through, I think it was 6 different prototypes in the end to land on what we have here. When I'm out at conventions, be it New York Comic Con or otherwise, people really seem to love it. And I've gotten pictures of super fans that have hundreds of pops, and especially that just really love having a way to securely and simply display their collection, both in box and out of box. But for me personally, I collect a lot of things that aren't pops as well, and designer toys and this fun one called Tiny Ghost. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot me an email, will@collectishelf.com. And otherwise, happy collecting. We'll talk to you later. Bye.